Welcome to Danu on Fire right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today I have with me someone who is making music, has made a name for himself, and also who embraces everything that's good and bad and finds a way to think positive about it. The one and only Sanka.
Hey, hi.
Thank you for joining me today. Sanka, to start things off,
Yeah,
your music career is doing really well. I'm so proud of you.
thank you very much.
Did you ever think that coming from a reality show background to where you are today, this journey would have been possible?
Being very honest with you, Danu, I was not expecting this much. Being a normal boy next door to a singing sensation, I just wanted to refine my basics actually. I never
Where
thought
are you
of...
from originally before you came
My-
to the spotlight?
Yes, actually my hometown was Kalutara. So I got my primary education from two schools actually. Kalutara Tisa Central College was my primary school. Then I went to do my A-levels to Sumangala Boys College. Actually, I never want to become a singer, a popular singer. But my parents want me to be educated and always to be real, be authentic. I think I'm practicing that. So because of that, I have a place.
Life was not easy, right, when you were growing up?
Of course. As you told me, I always get everything in a very positive manner because there is nothing called good or bad. There is nothing called positivity and negativity. It's all about life. It's all about how we embrace ourselves. It's all about how we see things. It's all about how we hear, how we listen to the things. So that's how I feel.
When you were growing up, what was the biggest challenge? Opportunities, lifestyle?
Yeah, Danu, actually, now, when I was a kid, my mother was not with me because she was a teacher. She used to go to rural areas to teach English. So that was the toughest time I have ever had. Being a kid,
You want your mother around.
that was very tough. But I took the trouble to live. I took the trouble to take care of my sister. I took the trouble, being with my family. My father has done a lot. So she used to come and visit us per week. But I think we have done really well.
From where you started?
Yes.
So, one of the first things I always say, language is just a tool that we use to talk.
Yes.
And I've loved the fact that Sanka has moved and created a path for himself, communicated to different audience through music and also through his experiences in life. Like when I came into Colombo, God, my English was so bad. I felt like somebody was killing someone when I spoke.
Yeah.
But I realized that, English is just a language.
Of
What
course
if
it
I
is.
can't speak? Won't you speak to me?
Yeah.
I'll still find a way to talk to you.
Yes.
When you came to Colombo and when you started, associating with people, travel abroad, have you ever felt that you were cornered or left aside because of language or because people said, he's not that cool for us?
Of course it is. It's happening all the time because we all came from rural areas. Accent matters. The way we use, the vocabulary matters a lot. When we use the common words, people feel like, okay,
That's
this
not
guy
the-
not really from Colombo. So I felt that because I will give an example. When I was a part of an oratory competition, I was representing my school, but there were a lot of students, there were a lot of people who have represented the major schools in Colombo. And the way they talk and the way they dress also very different from me. And there was a small scratch in my shirt, in my uniform, because I only had 2 or 3 shirts. So they were so
Used.
concerned. They're so concerned about that. But I became the first actually. I still remember that. I became the first person to win this oratory competition, for the first time out of Colombo.
Whereas what they saw was a scratch on your shirt.
Yeah.
But they didn't see you.
Yes. So likewise, Danu, I mean, in Sri Lanka especially, people try to compare and contrast in every ways. In Sri Lanka, people talk about the feminine side, they talk about the masculine side, but where is the equality we talk about? If a woman wants to be a man, so what's going to happen to the woman? If a man wants to be a woman, what's going to happen to the man? So man has to be a man, women has to be women. So that is the beauty of it. So we have to think about those things. So unless if we don't think about those things, this country will be the same developing country, will not be the developed country.
To embrace people for who they are. We have to get into a break because we need to sort of eat this and get on with our show. But I will tell you, very recently, Sanka gave a speech at my alma mater, and it was remarkable to see him address the whole school. I'm going to speak about that experience when we do come back, because his hard work has paved opportunities for his children. So let's speak about how second generation sees the first generation. But we have to say a big thank you to Avenue for feeding us today and also hosting us. It's a beautiful place. They have amazing private rooms if you want to come and sort of bring people and have a party on your own and just not do it, interact with too many people. These are all opportunities that is available here. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back to the show in conversation with Sanka. And Sanka is known for some amazing songs which have become love anthems and so on. But he also has a new one coming out. What's the new one?
Oh, that was Vilasitavi.
Yeah.
We recently released it.
Yes. It looked very Barbie.
Yeah. Because Chanudri is there.
Okay.
Of course, it has to be Barbie.
So it had a very pink vibe to it.
Yeah.
Let's speak about this moment. Because you were speaking at St. Peter's, your kids are at St. Peter's.
Yes.
Okay.
My kid.
How was the experience speaking to all of them, inspiring them, thinking back about your life to the opportunities that your kids have? Like two different things. That's because it has a lot to do with your hard work and where you have been able to bring them in life. How was that moment when you spoke?
It was like Danu, actually, when I got the invitation to speak in front of them, I was so happy because rather than talking to elders, I always love to talk to kids because they have that authenticity, and they are very simple, and it's easy to give something to them rather than giving something to elders. So I really enjoyed talking to them, and yeah.
How is this industry? Because it's very different to when you started.
Yes.
And you wanted to stay in it. Why is that? And a lot of people who go into reality shows and do not win the title, very rarely sort of stay around. They always move out. But you stayed through and found your own place.
Danu, it's like this now. Let's leave the Sri Lankan reality shows. So let's get this American Idol. So if we take the person who has won the title at American Idol, they couldn't place themselves because actually it is a theory, Danu. Now, once you get to know about the reality singers, people always expect other songs from them, not the originals. So it was so hard to position themselves, to be an independent singer.
Right.
Example now, let's get Adam Lambert. People always expecting him to sing Queen songs. People always expect those kind of things.
Music, yeah.
But it was so hard to become independent and to become unique. So I'm still trying to do that, because now in those days, when I was in the competition, people always wanted me to sing Adarniya Vassane by Kasum Kalhara. So it was so hard because I don't want to sing, but people want me to sing. But what I did was, first of all, I sang the song within the brackets. That is what they want, and after that, I gave my song to them. That is what I want. So it is a process actually. It takes a long time. So in the long run, I'm trying to position myself as Sanka Dineth rather than being a reality singer.
Or even somebody who's doing versions of other songs that have happened. But you have so many songs that have come out. You have definitely made a name for yourself.
I was very fortunate enough to get good songs from the industry. I was fortunate to nominate with Pandit Amardeva in 2012 for the most popular singer. I still remember on that day, Sangha has become the most popular cricketer. I couldn't win the title. Master has got the title, but Sangha came to me and he told me, you have to be a blossoming flower. You have to keep on working for the next 5 years. If you do that, you will be. So
to be put in the same category, that is
I didn't even get up to the stage because I thought it is not suitable to get compared with a master like that. But I think it's happening. It's happening, and I'm also trying, and I'm very fortunate to have such good friends like you guys, because it also matters.
But you have also worked with an Indian artist.
Yes.
Is it an Indian song that you have done in Hindi?
Yeah, that's the story was Danu. You are talking about the recent song I have done with Udit Narayan. Yeah, that was an original one. He wanted me to compose a song for him, and he wanted me to.
How did he meet you?
Few years back, his son came here to perform, and together we have done a mashup.
Right. Okay.
So that's how he got to know about me. So we did the song.
That's amazing. And how was it released here and in India both?
Both, yes.
And how did it do?
It's going well. Actually, now myself and Udit Narayan try to do a concert in London on next year. So we try to release the song in London.
Okay.
It's always it's amazing to work with them, because when we work with Indian artists, it's quite a different scenario.
Because they have so much of opportunities, and also the equipments, the mega scale they work on is
everything is
way bigger.
Everything is mega, because now you see Netflix now. People try to get Indian people with Netflix movies because the market is so huge. So I think
there's always brown representation.
Technically, yes.
We are also brown men. Nobody wants Sri Lanka. We're so small. I will have to go and first do a tutorial on what Sri Lanka is. That's the start. But anyway, that's amazing. So we'll come back and speak more. Do stick around. But we have some big things to eat here.
I know.
Yeah.
What I'm supposed to do now?
Yeah, that's a lot of work. We'll see you after. Welcome back to the show. It's our final segment, my favorite segment, because it has something to do with sweet. We're checking out Avenue, and I have to say a big thank you to the team here. They've been absolutely kind in giving us this place and tolerating all our requirements and giving us such a feast. So before we speak about our final segment, we have Mr. Sanka, who is with us. Sanka, now you have your own style of music. Your concert has its own style. I was part of his latest concert. It was, God, these ladies were trying to eat him alive.
And you too.
No, not so much. He's like the Ed Sheeran, like the one who has done all their songs where they have sat and thought about their favorite men in life. Tell me, you are doing some international concerts these days.
Yes, I'm looking forward to do my concert at Romania.
Okay. Now this Romania has become a new destination for Sri Lankan artists to perform.
Yes.
When did that start?
Actually, that is going to be the first ever concert.
Somebody has told me like Romania is now becoming like a destination for us to go perform.
Yes. People are trying to go there, and there's a huge, job market
Okay.
In Romania.
So then there are a lot of
people-
Sri Lankans who are there now.
Now it's growing. So
Okay.
why not go there and perform? So that's what we thought. So it's happening on 28th of October.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you're taking any other artists, or it's just going to be you?
With myself, Chitral,
Okay.
and Aditya will be performing,
Right.
and my team is going there. I mean, the music band and
Okay.
everything. So it's going to be a Sri Lankan concert feeling.
Right.
So we are trying to cater the same feeling in Romania.
That's amazing. Now, how do you sort of when you were in London as well recently,
Yes.
and you're hoping to do a show there as well.
Yeah.
When you see people perform, when you perform here in Sri Lanka,
Yeah.
and when you perform to Sri Lankans who are living abroad, what is the difference? Do you feel,
It's-
don't you feel like they appreciate so much more
Of course,
because they're waiting for something Sri Lankan?
Definitely, yes. They appreciate and they admire a lot. And you know what? Now, before we get to know about the things about Sri Lanka, they know in the first. I mean, first instance, they know about
Yeah.
it, and they are so passionate about Sri Lankan things. You know, it's a great feeling. You know, to go there and perform for them because they really miss the country. They really miss the soil and the essence of this country. So they always looking forward to see and the way we perform. So yeah, that is a fantastic experience.
Okay. Now, in terms of young artists, I'm sure you have a lot of people who write to you saying, I want to be a singer, I want to be all of this.
Yes.
Would you advise them to take up this challenge?
I always encourage them, but what I want to tell them is always get educated and have patience. That is the number one
Yeah.
quality if a Sri Lankan want to be an artist, especially because of course we call this industry an industry, but it is not an industry when we go out of the country. Being an industry which is not an industry, it is so hard to get position. So the patience is number one, and education is the most important thing, Danu. You and me are here because of education, I think. That is what matters. So I always want them to be educated and trying to raise the flag of our country.
That's amazing. Recently, you were giving a speech on your masters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been following you, so I've
Oh,
like.
thank you. Danu is
speak
following
about
me.
it. But I must say, I work with a lot of artists, and we get a chance to meet them, speak to them. There was always something very special about Sanka. His simplicity, his ever willingness to learn, accept mistakes. Those are things that makes you special.
Thank you very
And
much.
I think every day in our lives, we always have a place to make an error. We always have a place to learn. And if people know that, then everyone is playing a fair game.
I know.
Um,
yeah.
Thank you for being you and for doing the amazing work that you do. I wish you all the very best, and you have more songs coming up, and I
Yes.
hope to.
Thank you, Danu. Thank you for inviting me.
Anytime.
Looking forward to get connected.
Yes. Very proud of his journey. There are so many people like this. This show is all about showcasing great talent to the world, and that's what we try and do in our little framework that we have. Once again, thank you to Avenue. We will see you soon with another episode of Danu on Fire. Till then, keep smiling. It's so bright.